All right, look, speaking of lying to your kids, I wanted to know about like a lie that you caught yourself doing because they caught you off guard and they weren't ready for the truth. And of course, one big one that comes to mind is when your kids ask about like where babies come from and that kind of stuff. I told my kid at a young age, at about 5, both of them, that the baby is inside the mommy and how it comes out. They can either cut it out or it can come out her vagina. And I use those exact words. And they were like, ew, gross, and they moved on. But we haven't told them about how the baby gets in.
Okay.
And some really funny examples of the lies that parents told. I also, I'm going to go to our Facebook page too. We told my daughter, who was 9, that mommy's belly button ring hole opened up and we took her out when she was done baking. Okay. My husband's mom told him he was found under a rock. That's awesome. I mean, kind of asshole-ish, but I like it. Babies were picked out in the back section of the supermarket, like where the butchers are. My dad told my brother they found him clinging onto a piece of toilet paper as the toilet was being flushed.
What?
Oh, my God. Whew. That's good.
You just called your kid a piece of shit.
I know. Did you have the talk yet? We're obviously not Jacques, as he's too young, but Billy, who's 10, I mean, you haven't had the talk yet about like how it happens, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay, pretend I'm Billy, and you're telling me what you told him.
But it didn't go like that. It didn't really go like it went like this. It went, Billy, do you know what sex is? And he said, yes. So, well, what is sex? It's a male and a female, is what he said. I was like, no. Do you know what having sex is? And he was like, no.
Oh.
And this wasn't the actual sit down. I knew that he knew though, because he was in 3rd grade. A 5th grader brought his phone to school and showed Billy a bunch of stuff at the after-school program that we were doing.
Right.
So Billy then decided to get on our computer. Next thing we know, he's got this porn library going that's even more extensive than mine. And so I talked to him about it. And I said, look, I know that you're lying because I found this. And he's like mortified. And I said, okay, this is what happens. You know how men have a penis and women have a vagina? Then you have to.
Was this his face?
No, he had seen all of it happen, though, on the computer.
Yeah, but hearing it from your dad is totally different.
No, he was like, yeah. And he was doing everything he could to just
make it
shut
stop.
the
Make
fuck
it
up
stop, right.
and let it go.
Remember how hard it was for us to get that kind of material? Like, wow, they have it so easy nowadays. Like, if you had, and we all had a friend, usually we would find out who had a subscription to Playboy for the past 20 years.
Yeah.
And, we would look through those. But even Playboy is just naked pictures. They don't actually show stuff going on. Like, the internet is filthy. I love it, but it's filthy. There are even some things on the internet that just gross me out. Like, I can't even watch it. I can't imagine what it would do to my 9-year-old's head.
That's exactly right. It's crazy. So that would ruin them for a while. My dad growing up had Playboy and he had other magazines. I didn't know what that was. He had them hidden very well in his second drawer of his dresser. Not under anything. It was hidden very well. Just kind of there. And so I could go in and look anytime he wasn't at home.
Right.
But we don't keep anything like that.
No.
So there's not a chance that it would just be the internet. Although there was that one time, like whenever I was growing up, where I guess somebody had some kind of magazine. It was really hardcore. And it was in a ditch, and all the kids ran around, played in the ditches and everything. It's Louisiana. We're all gross, filthy coonasses. And so we found this magazine, and my sister was probably, I don't know, she was probably 7 at the time.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Wendy, look at all this. And my mom found out. She was like, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? You showed her that? And I was like, well, who else am I going to show? I didn't know that you weren't supposed to show that stuff. I don't know. I was just kind of I didn't know what to do with it.
This is great. Terry on Facebook talking about lies that you would tell kids. A guy at work told me his parents always told him, this is brilliant, by the way. His parents always told him when the ice cream truck played music, it meant they were out of ice cream. Problem solved right there. That is great.
I love that.
Amanda, I lied when my son's gerbil died. I couldn't tell him that I sat his cage outside while I was painting the inside of my house and forgot him.
Have you lied other than... Have you done any big lies?
Here's the deal. I honestly don't lie. I tell them, listen, you're not old enough to know that yet. When you are, I will tell you. But right now, you're not old enough. If you hear something from your friends about this, come to me and ask me, and I will tell you if it's true. But because that's like, if he has to know, then I'm going to tell him. But he's too young to know. So I don't really lie. I mean, I lie about stupid stuff like, oh, that channel's not working on our TV, so I don't have to watch some stupid show on TV, or still like little stuff like that. Or that store's closed, we can't go there. But nothing like big.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think I can't remember lying about anything. For a long time, except for the big stuff, except for the Santa, Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny. Is that the three? Is that the trifecta? That's it.
I don't
right?
even know. All right.
I'll tell you an asshole move that happened though. We talk about kids having technology at school.
Yeah.
Because kids bring. I mean, these are pre-K through fifth graders at my kid's school. They bring their iPads, iPhones, and all that. And Billy wants to bring his so bad. And I said, no, you can't do that because they look shit up. The other night, it was a Friday night. He's freaking out at 10 o'clock at night, having nightmares. And I said, well, why are you having this nightmare? You know, what's going on? Or what is the nightmare? And he said, I'm having a nightmare that there's a woman and the devil, Satan, is trying to get out her chest, and I'm just really scared. And he was crying and everything. I said, well, where did you get that from? That's not true. And he said, well, Ryan showed me on YouTube. And I said, well, what did Ryan show you? He's like this devil girl that her head spin. I said,
fucking YouTube.
Showed you the fucking Exorcist of all the movies. Showed you Exorcist?
That movie freaks me out. I'm 40, so that's the only movie that's ever scared me. Ever. That's the only one.
Showed you Exorcist. Well, yeah, so I'm dealing with it while this fucking dumbass kid is at his house and his parents don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off.